All right, guys, here we go. Equivalent fractions. That's easy. Okay. A fraction is in simplest form when it is reduced. That means that the top number and the bottom number are relatively prime. There's nothing that goes into both of them. I can't reduce it anymore. That's thus the term relatively prime. Okay. All right. We must always reduce fractions if possible. Always. We never want to give that as our answer. Ever. Okay? To reduce fractions, we cancel common factors from the top and the bottom. If the two numbers have no common factors, they are called relatively prime. Now, that's not a new term to you guys. You know it already. Okay? Relatively prime means they don't have a common factor, and we have to just leave it. Now, looking at 8 and 12, quickly. Milan, are 8 and 12 relatively prime? 8 twelfths. Are they relatively prime? There's a number that goes into both of them. What goes into both of them? 2 goes into both of them. That's for sure. Okay? Is there a bigger number that goes into both of them, Taggart? 4 goes into them. Okay? Now, guys, you've been reducing 8 twelfths all of your life, it seems. Right? I mean, that's just easy. You do that in your head. 8 twelfths is reduced to what? Nicholas, what you got? I'm sorry? Not 3/4, because 4 doesn't go into 8 3 times. Kentaro? 2/3, right? So it says write two fractions that are equivalent to 8 twelfths. So I can write its reduced form, 2/3, right? Okay? But it wants another one. It wants another one that is equivalent to that. How can I, don't tell me another one, but how can I get another one? How can I get another fraction that's equivalent to these two fractions? Spencer? I can multiply the top and the bottom by the same number, whatever it is. I can multiply them both by 2, as Spencer suggested, right? If I multiply them both by 2, then I'm going to get 4/6, okay? So all three of these are equivalent. I can multiply the top and the bottom by 6 trillion, or 17, or Will Conti. All right, I can multiply them all by the same. As long as I multiply the top and bottom by the same thing, I'm going to get an equivalent fraction. All right, so I've got 2 up here. Do you have one for me, Will R?
No, I had a question of how you said you can multiply by 2.
Okay, we multiplied the top by 2 and the bottom by 2. Because let me ask you something, Will R. When I multiply by 2/2, what is 2/2? What is a number over itself? It's 1. Right? A number over itself is 1. So I'm multiplying this fraction by 1. I'm changing the way it looks, right? But it's still the same. Anytime I multiply a number by 1, it's still the same, right? The multiplicative identity is 1. So I'm multiplying by 1. It looks different, but it's still the same. Someone have another one for me? Just give me another one real quick. Just figure. We'll see what you got. Wait, say again.
16 times 24.
16 over 24. Love it. Love it. You got one more for me, Miles? What you got? 10 over 15. I like it. Multiplied 2/3 by 5/5. Got it. All right. Makes sense? They only wanted 2, but we gave them 1, 2, 3, 4. It's that easy. Just pick a number, multiply the top and bottom by that number. Okay? All right. Good job, guys. Let's look at the next example.